The long-awaited rematch between Naruto and Sasuke is a fight that most fans have waited over a decade for, depending on where you started reading the manga and when you started watching the anime. So when the Naruto vs Sasuke final fight began in chapter 695, it was a really big deal. Unlike in the anime, this fight wasn't a slow build-up with the taijutsu clash between the two. Instead, almost immediately after the fight began, Sasuke began using diversions before going into his perfect Susanoo, and Naruto responds by going into his full Kyuubi mode. As we all know, their battle eventually ended with both Naruto and Sasuke clashing in the iconic Rasengan vs Chidori clash. The result had each of them losing an arm and Sasuke admitted defeat. However, what if this didn't happen? What if the Sasuke vs Naruto fight resulted in Sasuke killing Naruto? How would the Naruto story change? Would it be for better or would it be for worse? Well, in today's video, I plan on looking at just that. Before going any further, it should be noted that the manga makes it pretty clear that there are actually a few times in the fight where Sasuke could have indeed killed Naruto. I'll run through each of those scenarios before I take this what if any further. In chapter 697, after Sasuke shoots Indra's arrow, the Kyuubi flat out states that Naruto would have been defeated if the nature energy hadn't reached him in time, which is something that Sasuke likely knew given his reaction when he saw Naruto alive. If the Kyuubi were a split second too late giving Naruto that nature energy, then Naruto would have died in this scenario. Later on in that same chapter, after Sasuke absorbs the chakra of the Kyuubi, a few openings had occurred. Originally, Sasuke was crushed over Naruto, but he didn't activate his Chidori. Instead, Sasuke gave into his own hubris and stood over him, taking his time to have a brief internal monologue as he activated his Chidori and then proceeded to tell Naruto that he would kill him. If Sasuke would have activated his Chidori immediately while crouched over Naruto, he would have indeed killed him in this scenario. Even if the Kyuubi gave Naruto the remaining bits of his chakra, because Sasuke would have either had his hand inside of Naruto's back or was standing nearby with his Sharingan still activated, albeit very low on chakra, he would have moved quickly enough to absorb Naruto's chakra, thus killing Naruto as a result. Finally, in chapter 698, the Kyuubi warns Naruto that if he doesn't time his attack just right, Sasuke would steal the last bits of his chakra, but the Kyuubi would be in a deep sleep and he wouldn't be able to help him any further. If Sasuke reached Naruto a second sooner, or Naruto acted a split second too late, then this would have occurred, resulting in Naruto's death. In my opinion, scenario 1 and 2 are the most likely to occur, where the Kyuubi doesn't give Naruto the nature energy fast enough and Sasuke activates his Chidori immediately after absorbing the Kyuubi's chakra. For this video, I'll be going with scenario 2. After Sasuke drives his Chidori through Naruto's back, piercing him through his heart, the Kyuubi might try to send Naruto the last bits of his chakra in a last-ditch effort to heal him, but Sasuke would have enough chakra left to absorb the Kyuubi's chakra. After looking at Naruto as the light faded from his eyes, Sasuke would tell him, quote, "Farewell, my one and only friend," end quote, just as he did in the manga before he attempted to Chidori Naruto. Though Sasuke would have severed his bond with Naruto, I do believe that he wouldn't have allowed Naruto to sink to the bottom of the river at the final valley. Instead, I believe that Sasuke would have carried Naruto to bury him at the riverbank of the final valley. However, there does remain a chance that Sasuke would carry Naruto's body all the way back to the site of the infinite Tsukuyomi. Sasuke knew all too well how much of a symbol of hope that Naruto had become in the eyes of many, especially the members of the Shinobi Alliance who saw Naruto's struggles. In order for Sasuke's revolution to truly begin, they would need to see Naruto's dead body to literally see the last of their hope being taken away. Also, to Sasuke, Naruto symbolized everything wrong with the past, which is partly why he stated that he needed to kill him first before he ushered in his new era. In this scenario, Sasuke would return to the site where only Kakashi and Sakura would be waiting and dump the dead body of Naruto at the feet of Sakura and Kakashi. This would likely incite Kakashi into a rage as well as push Sakura to a breaking point. However, the moment either resisted, Sasuke would turn his sights on them. Kakashi would be all too weakened to put up a fight, which means that Sasuke would kill him with ease. Given that Sakura had used up nearly all of her chakra in an effort to help Obito save Sasuke from Kaguya's dimension, if Sakura were to try to fight, she would be disposed of pretty easily. It can be argued that Sasuke was starting to care for her, since he did half smile at her before he placed her on a genjutsu prior to his fight with Naruto. However, I believe that if Sakura were to try to attack him in this instance, he would have not hesitated to kill her. Sakura wouldn't have stood by after Sasuke killed Kakashi Kakashi, nor would she have just watched as he killed the other Kage, including her mentor Tsunade. Though Sakura would have put up a fight, Sasuke would bring himself to kill Sakura, since she would be the last member of Team 7 alive and the last attachment to Naruto that he possessed. With Kakashi and Sakura dead, Sasuke would approach the 5 Kages and he would murder them. It's at this point that Sasuke would go on to undo the infinite Tsukiyomi like he stated in the manga that he was able to do. From here, 2 scenarios would unfold, though I believe the first is highly likely to happen. In scenario 1, Sasuke could tell everyone that he is the lone survivor of the battle with Madara. He would inform everyone that the 5 Kages as well as Naruto, Sakura, and Kakashi are dead, with all the dead bodies as proof of his word. However, it is very likely that someone like Shikamaru calls him out for this, since it would be highly convenient that he's the only survivor. Therefore, I believe the most likely option is that Sasuke would simply announce that Madara Uchiha has been defeated. He would then openly state that he killed Naruto and the 5 Kages, pointing to their dead bodies. He would then announce that the old shinobi system had brought them to this war and that he was abolishing it. Sasuke wouldn't be alone when he stated this, since Orochimaru had made it known that wherever Sasuke went that he would follow him, which means that Orochimaru and Team Taka would be at his side. Though some of the remaining Konoha 11 shinobi would attack Sasuke out of sheer rage of seeing Naruto, Tsunade, Kakashi, and Sakura dead, any who did would be immediately slaughtered by Sasuke and Team Taka. In this scenario, I believe one of the first to act in a rage towards him would be Hinata Hyuga, who has shown in the past that when it comes to Naruto, that she's more than willing to throw caution to the wind. Though Hinata is talented, Sasuke would kill her with ease, especially if he'd already bitten Karin to restore his chakra. If Rock Lee were to attack him, due to seeing Sakura dead, Sasuke would kill him as well, though it would be with more difficulty. Going a step further, even though Guy is immobilized, since Guy did demonstrate great power and it was unknown at the time if he could have his body fixed, Sasuke would either kill Guy or he would be advised by Orochimaru to kill him. Seeing Sasuke's abilities on full display, especially if he whips out his perfect Susanoo and uses it as a conduit to draw on the power of the tailed beast that he captured simply for overkill, it would stop anyone from challenging him. However, if they did so, Sasuke would continue to publicly kill any ninja who opposed him until the message had gotten across. The next step would be for Sasuke to return to the Hidden Leaf Village, where he would seek out the remaining elders and murder them. Sasuke would then go on to destroy the Hokage Monument and the Hokage Tower, removing any traces of the past from the village. Any of the feudal lords who disagreed with Sasuke would then go on to be killed. Sasuke's plan was originally to take on all of the hatred of the 5 countries, uniting them in the same way that Obito and Kabuto did during the 4th Great Ninja War. Sasuke planned to eventually rule from the shadows, serving as a constantly looming presence, erasing any threats that popped up to stop him. It was stated numerous times in the manga that a tailed beast can never truly die. Instead, it would be reborn several years later at a different place. However, Sasuke and Naruto both stated that he planned to kill the Biju, and it was heavily implied that it would be a permanent death, especially when Sasuke was going over his plan for revolution. Even if Sasuke were to just seal them away, making it impossible for anyone to use them, this would make it impossible for anyone to gain the power that would be needed to stop Sasuke. At this point, there would be 2 options for Sasuke. Option 1, Sasuke could have a member of Team Taka stationed at each village and police it. Option 2, which I believe is likely, is that Sasuke could recruit the shinobi who were sympathetic to Madara's cause, which we do know did exist, since in the Naruto epilogue novels, Naruto was sent on missions to round up the sympathizers of Madara Uchiha. Option 3 is the one I believe is the most likely. Sasuke uses the bodies of the 5 Kages in Naruto to serve as his 6 paths to police the villages. Now, the reason I believe that option 3 would be the most likely is it would allow Sasuke to watch from the shadows, since he would have the former Kages in Naruto to serve as his enforcers, which would emotionally demoralize any people who hope to oppose him. It would be the ultimate insult to have the former Kage of each village watch over the village that Sasuke ruled over. Having Naruto at his side will allow Sasuke to keep Naruto ready to be dispatched, along with Team Taka and Orochimaru if need be. Given the huge power boost, the power that Sasuke received, I see no reason that if he were to be stationed in the right place, that Sasuke couldn't have controlled the 6 paths even if they were spread out across the world. If any of the villagers tried to raise up against him, not only could Sasuke wipe them out himself using Amaterasu, but he could also use the paths, which would be the former Kage, to publicly execute anybody who tried to resist him or flat out destroy the village. By the time that Toneri comes to Earth, even if he gains access to the Tenseigan, Sasuke would manage to defeat him in battle with ease. When Naruto fought Toneri, he wasn't even going full power when he defeated him. If Sasuke were to use his 6 paths of pain, which would include Naruto, then the fight would be over in an instant if Sasuke decided to take it seriously. If Sasuke were to step in and fight himself, given all of Sasuke's powers, I have no reason to believe that Sasuke wouldn't kill Toneri with ease. Though it should be noted, if Toneri got the Tenseigan, that Hanabi Hyuga would likely spend her days blind. It's also worth noting that if Sasuke didn't get to Toneri in time, that the meteor that almost destroyed Konoha would have done so in this scenario. The fear and hatred towards Sasuke would continue to grow, though no one would be able to stop him. Given the cycle of reincarnation, it's possible that Ashura's spirit reincarnates inside of a child being born in the next generation. However, Sasuke would know to be on the lookout for the child who would one day rise against him. When Sasuke finally discovered this child, Sasuke would move on to kill him. With Sakura dead, I could see a scenario where Sasuke chooses to have a child or children with Karin, which would make for the children of this union to be extremely overpowered given the 2 bloodlines that would be mixed. If this were to happen, if Karin were watching over a village, Sasuke would likely have her move to him, where she and any children that they produced would be kept safe so no one could use the child as leverage. One of Sasuke's goals was to restore the Uchiha clan, so I do believe that if he were to pick someone to have a child, that Karin would likely be the person to do so. After almost a decade passes, Chino would begin her vendetta against Sasuke since he's a member of the Uchiha clan. Though it should be noted that Sasuke in this timeline would have no reason to restrain himself during their fight like he did in the original story. Between his 6 paths, Sasuke's basic Rinnegan abilities, and Sasuke's own advanced abilities when you take in his ability to use teleportation, there is no way that Chino walks away from this fight alive. After several more years pass, Momoshiki and Kinshiki would arrive on Earth in search of Kaguya and the Tailed Beast. However, they would notice almost immediately that Kaguya isn't there. If Sasuke were forced to seal away the Tailed Beast, since killing them under most circumstances would result in the Tailed Beast being reborn in a random area after many years pass, then whatever seal that he placed on them would be undone. However, if Sasuke were to erase them from existence, like he and Naruto alluded to, then a showdown between Sasuke and Momoshiki and Kinshiki would ensue. In scenario 1, Sasuke would likely investigate why the Biju he sealed away had gotten their seals broken. This would lead to him fighting Momoshiki and Kinshiki. In scenario 2, Momoshiki and Kinshiki would seek out Sasuke since he has the highest chakra on the planet. In either scenario, Sasuke would destroy both of them in battle. Sasuke more than held his own in the Boruto movie, despite using an enormous amount of chakra to travel to the dimension of Kaguya's castle and then transport himself, the other Kages, and Boruto to rescue Naruto. If Sasuke were at full power, which he is very likely to be in this scenario, then the fight would be over with very quickly. Even if they overcame the 6 paths of Sasuke, the moment that Sasuke steps into the battle, he would soundly defeat them, especially given Sasuke's perfect Susanoo. At this point, Sasuke would likely continue to rule the villagers as he did before. In the manga, in chapter 696, Sasuke tells Naruto that he has several options to rule the villages, which include reincarnation and immortality. Given that both of these options are on the table, Sasuke could rule until he reaches the point of dying of old age and then take the necessary steps to revive himself. For the purpose of this video not becoming overly complex, I won't go into a further explanation, but if you guys want me to, I can make a video looking at whether or not Sasuke's plan could have actually worked, where I could go into detail setting up a new shinobi system and how Sasuke could indeed rule. Well guys, that's it for this week's What If. So as you guys can see, Sasuke losing the battle to Naruto prevented a much darker world from occurring. Thank you so much for watching to the end of the video. Have an awesome day guys.